Hey Titans fans, sorry I didn't make a video on Saturday after the draft like I meant to. I was at work all day during the draft, and then once I got home I was busy with this and that and more this than that. But Sunday I also was busy with work all day. I practically worked on Mother's Day. So today's Monday, and I am ready to talk about the recap of the whole draft. And mainly the last picks that I didn't cover in the first two videos about the draft. Alright, so let's get in. I'm going to go through all the people that we drafted, and then I'll just talk in more detail about the ones that we drafted. Okay, so first round 1, pick 11, we got offensive tackle Taylor Lewan out of Michigan. Round 2, pick 54, we got Bishop Sankey, running back out of Washington. Round 4, pick 112, we got Daquan Jones, defensive tackle out of Penn State. And then round 4, pick 122, we got Mark Houston Huff, free safety out of Wyoming. Round 5, pick 151, we got Avery Williamson, inside linebacker out of Kentucky. And round 6, we got pick 178, Zach Mettenberger, quarterback out LSU. Alright, so we already covered Taylor Lewan and Bishop Sankey. Now, I said earlier that I wasn't too familiar with Bishop Sankey since I haven't really ever... I'm not really big into watching college football. I just haven't. But when I looked him up, I was actually impressed by what I saw. He seemed to be a really good running back and can be a really good running back for the Tennessee Titans. And I saw a lot of Titans fans agree with that as well. So we're going to start with round 4. Okay, so we didn't get a round 3 pick. We traded our 4th round pick. It was a 4th round pick to get a later 4th round pick, but we could get actually no, I'm lying too. We traded our 2nd round pick, moved back in the 2nd round to get another 4th. We was wanting a 3rd, but I guess we ended up having to settle with a 4th. So we got 2 4th round picks, but we never did get that 3rd like we wanted. Anyhow, with that first pick in the 4th round, 112, we got Daquan Jones, defensive tackle. I was watching some video on him. I wasn't too familiar with him as well, but he seemed to be pretty good for a 4th round pick, especially. Seemed to be he's gonna fight for a roster spot. We have a lot of good defensive tackles right now, and more than we'll need probably for the season, because, or at least the good ones, because with this 3 and 4, we're really not gonna have to have all the defensive tackles we have. So Daquan Jones may have to end up on the practice squad. I don't know how that'll work out. We'll see. And then in round 4, pick 122, which is the one we got in the trade, we got Mark Houston Huff. I think that's how it's pronounced. Mark Houston. Mark Houston. Works for me. Anyway, he's a free safety, but they usually just say defensive back because they say he can play cornerback. And he may do that in the earlier years because he's a little undersized for free safety from what I hear. He could do that, and then he can play free safety, obviously, and he can play on special teams, they said. So they say he's useful in that way. He can be quite versatile. Then we got in round 5, pick 151, Avery Williamson. They said they didn't know prior to his pro day, I believe, that if he could play inside or if he should be an inside or outside. But they said with the speed and how good tackling is, so that he should definitely be an inside linebacker, which we have good inside linebackers. I felt like we needed in this draft an outside linebacker. So I was a little confused about Avery Williamson while we had him, because I felt like we need that edge rusher, pass rusher guy, because we was really wanting Anthony Barr, and as you know, we did not get him, and we never did get a pass rushing guy. So yeah. And then in the round 6, as it started, I think it was on the first pick we traded up to pick 2 in the 2nd round, I believe, and we traded our 6th round pick and our 7th round, and we got quarterback Zach Mettenberger. Now, he is better than the 6th round from what I can tell. He had some projections having him like 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th, but us getting him in 6 was quite impressive. Obviously, he's going to be back up to Locker this year, but that's okay because this guy's a few things he can work on. And with Ken Whisenhunt, we know he's successful with quarterbacks, especially this type of quarterback in his style. So give him a little time to work with Ken Whisenhunt. Locker's on his make or break year, If Locker plays good this year, great. He can play again next year if we sign him back. But if something falls through or if he gets hurt, I think we can put some trust into Zach Mettenberger. This guy looks like he could be pretty good. And now we have 4 quarterbacks. Here's the situation. We have Jake Locker, obviously starter this year. We have Charlie Whitehurst, who came from the Chargers. And then we've gotten also Tyler Wilson last season. And then now we draft Zach Mettenberger. Who makes the roster? Would we keep 4 quarterbacks? I doubt. My personal opinion, I think we're going to have Locker, Whitehurst, and Mettenberger on the active roster, because that gives you your starter, your veteran, and your project, in the back, who may actually move up to second string. I don't know. We'll see how that works. But then put Tyler Wilson on the practice squad. And that's my opinion. We'll see what goes on there. So, guys, let me know what you thought about the draft. What was your grading? I saw Mel Kippers from ESPN. His grading for the Titans was a C+. What do you think? How would you grade our draft? And what was your favorite pick that we made? I know a lot of people want us to get Johnny Manziel, but I didn't see that happening. And obviously, we passed up on that offer because we could have drafted him if we wanted to. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. I like to see your feedback, so leave your feedback in the comments section below. And yeah, thank you. See you guys around.